Hello boys and girls, today we will continue with the frog life cycle. So this will be necessary as today we are also going to do our sequence for literacy. So we will be needing the frog life cycle. So remember, when we have a frog life cycle, it means that there are different stages of how someone is born. So like for us, for example, we are born. When we are born, we are babies, right? Little babies. When we get older, what happens? Good. We go to school, right? Do we still need our moms to take us to the bathroom and all of that? No, we learn how to do that on our own. Then, as we get older, we go to college. And then as we get older, we get a job, like a grown-up, right? Like a teacher or Miss Kananen, like a principal, a doctor, a nurse, a vet, a fireman. Okay, so that is our life cycle. So it starts from when we were babies, and then we get older and older and older and older. And just like little babies, when babies are born, they need help, right? They need someone to feed them, and they need someone to take care of them when they sleep, right? But as you get older and you get older, you are able to go to school by yourself, right? Yeah. So just like that, we have frogs, and the frog life cycle starts at the very beginning when the frog is born. Now, when the frog is born, he is born as a baby egg, okay? Then he becomes something called a tadpole. A tadpole. What is a tadpole? Good. It is like a little, it looks almost like a little frog with a tail, and it has gills. And what did we say gills were? Yes, how they breathe. Ready? Good. But where do they breathe? Why do they need gills? Good. Because they breathe underwater. Okay, that's one of our vocabulary words. Underwater only. Okay, so tadpoles look like this. And then you have tadpoles with legs. So as the tadpole gets a little bigger, he still needs his tail, and he still needs to swim underwater, and he still needs his gills. Okay, so that's all still there. But he gains his little legs, because little by little these legs have to start growing, right? Yeah. Even though he's not ready to go live on top of the water, he still is getting ready for the day that he comes out of the water and is ready to hop on out. Okay, almost ready. The next cycle of the next part of the life cycle for the frog is froglet. Now, a froglet, what does that look like? Good. It almost looks like it's a. It almost looks, yes. So what do you think is a froglet? It looks like a real frog. Good. Very good. It's a small kind of frog. So it's when a tiny little frog becomes or is almost becoming a regular frog. But it's still a little bit of a tadpole, because you see how it still has a little bitty tail? Yes. Good. Then our frog becomes a young frog, where he's able to finally get up and get out. And he is ready to be an adult frog. Yay! And he is all grown up. So now that he's all grown up, he is finally done with the frog life cycle. So if you notice, it goes kind of in a circle. Okay? Kind of in a circle. Because his life starts here, and then it kind of grows and grows and grows and grows and grows until he is a grown-up, okay? Just like we learned that, we also know that we want to remember the frog life cycle, because we will do the sequence it. The sequence, it looks something like, I think I forgot to print it. So let me go ahead and grab it for you guys really quick. Now, the sequence it is fun, because you are going to have an opportunity to put the frog life cycle together. So just like we did it here, and let me go ahead and print that out so we can do it. You guys will also be able to do it. Also, Kinder, today you will be focusing on step number 4 and step number 5. So you'll be able to fill in the 4 and the 5, okay? But before we go there, let's go ahead and remember the stages of the frog. Stage number 1 was baby eggs, right? We talked about baby eggs. Stage number 2 is tadpole. Good. Stage number 3 is tadpole with legs, so little legs. Stage number 4 is froglet. He's still a tadpole, but he's almost becoming a young frog. Almost. Then after he becomes a young frog, then he becomes an adult frog. Very good. So everyone should have a worksheet that looks something like this. Good. Also, you will need scissors, and you'll need your sequence pictures. So just like we learned about it here on the frog life cycle, you will also be doing it all on your own. So you're going to be doing the frog life cycle all on your own. So what we're going to do is first you're going to cut the pictures out. So make sure that you are cutting on the black solid lines. Cut. Okay. I know that the first step for the frog life cycle was good. First, there are baby frog eggs. So I know that it looks just like that. Awesome. So I'm going to look for that picture here. Good. Right here. It looks like little eggs. And I cut that out. Okay. And I'm going to glue it right where it says go. You see where it says go right here? That's the beginning. So you know that that's where you want to start. So here I am. Okay, I'm going to put that eggs right there because I know that's the first step I'm going to do. Now, what's my next step? Good. They hatch and they become tadpoles. So I'm going to grab my tadpoles. I'm going to grab my glue. Okay, and I'm going to put it right next to the eggs because I know that that's the next step. Okay, then I'm going to try to decide what my next step will be after that. So here I am. I have step number 1, number 2. Now I do tadpole with legs. Good job. So tadpole with legs. So make sure as you're cutting, make sure that you are putting the glue in the right place, so right next to my tadpole. Now, where do I put my next picture? Am I going to put it there, there, or there? Good. I'm not going to put it here because here it says stop, so that's how I know this is where I'm going to stop. So my next picture will go right here. Okay? Now, what's the next part? So we know already that he got little frog legs, right? So what happens after that? Good. Froglet. He's becoming a frog, but he still has a tadpole tail. So let's find that one. It'll look like just like this. Awesome. And grab your glue stick. Make sure that you put glue in this box, okay? Remember, we're going to do it in this direction. So it's going to go like this. Kind of like a zigzag, but instead of going like how we would with writing, we would go opposites today. Okay? Then last but not least, our young frog, he's almost ready to become an adult frog. So young frog, okay? So that one's going to go right next to froglet. Okay, and then the last one, right before I see a stop right there. What do you think that is? Good, an adult frog. So he's all done, ready to go. Yay! We have completed the frog life cycle. So everyone say frog life cycle. Good. Miss D. So don't forget to put your name. The very top, make sure you also color it because I like to see coloring and sometimes I don't see coloring anymore. So make sure you guys are coloring. Make sure they look beautiful. All your froggies. And if you want to make one look kind of like a rainbow frog because, you know, maybe it's a poisonous young frog, it's okay. You can make it look like a rainbow frog, right? So I'm going to make it different colors. Maybe red red and orange. Hey, sometimes frogs are poisonous, right? All right, and then my last one, I'm also gonna make him green. All right, so that is how we do sequence it. All right, when you are done, take a picture of your work, send it to me on Seesaw so I can give you a good grade, and I will see you on Hangout, okay?